I am the creator and founder of On Broadway Dance Fitness, but hasn't always been that way. I've danced all of my life. Um, I was the only person in my A-level year to not fill in a UCAS form. I knew that that is what I wanted to do. I wanted to dance professionally. I did not want to go to university. I didn't even want to just defer a year. I'm still on my still on my year out, according to my sixth form tutor. So I danced. I did a lot of dance teaching qualifications before I went up. Like whilst I was doing my A levels, the deal I had with my dad was you got to do your A levels for something to fall back on. So I did my A levels and then I went off on my cruise ship, Sharon, like you did, off dancing as a professional dancer. Absolutely loved it. Traveled the world doing what I love doing in my feathers and sequins. And then did that for many years. And then I came home for a boy. Ugh. Anyway, that's what I came home for a boy. But I had had enough of travelling the seas and sharing a tiny cabin. And there is only a short lifespan of a professional dancer, unfortunately. So I came home, and the natural progression was for me to get back into my dance teaching, but then move into the fitness industry. I did my exercise to music qualification, and I did every single qualification under the sun. I did step, I did aqua, I did boxercise. I thought I had to be that person that said yes to everything and be the person that could teach everything. So I was the one that everybody called on for cover, or I was, all of that. So I was also an international fitness presenter. I was tutoring other people to be exercise instructors and assessing them. I was traveling up and down the UK. I was traveling abroad. It's making me feel a little bit sick thinking about it. And at the height of my teaching at that point, I was teaching 40 plus classes a week. 40 plus classes a week, different classes in different locations, some of them in gyms, some of them in church halls. I was hiring, maybe teaching 6 or 7 classes a day, different classes that meant different sets of preparation. I did that for about 4 or 5 years before I was like, do you know what? No, I think I was at dinner with some of my friends one Saturday night and they were like, this is nice. When can we let's do this together? And I looked in my paper diary because it was a long time ago now. I was probably in my late 20s, maybe about 20 years ago. And I wasn't free on a Saturday night for about 6 months because of tutoring up and down the country and various things. And like I said, I was about 27 at the time. And I was like, what kind of life is this? I felt really ill. I didn't get paid if I didn't teach. I didn't get paid if I went on holiday. I didn't get paid if I was sick. I had a mortgage and all of those kind of things. So I burnt out. That was the first time I burnt out. And I completely changed my career. I jacked it in overnight. In between my dancing contracts, I've done a lot of PA work. In fact, my best qualification I've ever done is my touch typing qualification that I did when I was at school. I still use it today. It's great. So I did a lot. I was an executive PA for a global company. Complete change of career. Square peg, round hole. You know those statements I read out to you before? They were literally statements I've said to myself over the years. They were literally me. Like if you'd have been with me back in 27, 20, I don't even know what year it was, but that's the kind of things that I was saying. So I did that for about 7 years. Now, during that time, I kept up 1 class a week because I had some ladies that really loved coming to my classes. I hired a hall, and it was what I called musical jazz. So it was songs from the musicals that I did once a week, and I had some ladies that came. And one Thursday night, when I got in from teaching this 1 class a week, my boyfriend at the time, not the one I came back from the cruise ships for, he'd long gone by then, another one who's also now long gone, but he said to me on that one Thursday night when I came in all giddy and excited and, loving life, why can't you be this happy all the time? Like, this is the Katy that I fell in love with. That really hit home. I was like, oh, am I not this happy? He was like, no. And I was like, oh. But ladies, I was so scared to try and do it different. I was so scared to go back to teaching full time again because I didn't know how to do it differently. So I sought help. I sought help. I started looking around at people that had got lives that I wanted, teaching and having businesses like I wanted. And I got myself a mindset coach. I got myself a marketing coach. I got myself a business coach. I invested time. I invested energy. I invested money in this. And this one class a week, I started adopting these changes that I was learning. I rebranded it. I started marketing it differently. And the stuff I was learning started working. And that's the stuff I'm going to be teaching you tonight.